and sit down.
Good evening, everyone! Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants, and of course I am your host, Mr. Main Event himself, the often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious, and we are going to go over Money in the Bank was in Los Angeles, California. Hey, now, before we do, we got some bills we got to pay here, so want to remind everyone, we are WWE Shop affiliates, so what that means is if you're watching the video, scan the QR code right there on the screen. That's right, that one right there. Also, do not forget to, if you're listening to this on audio, you can go into the description tab and click on the link. And what that'll do, you go to WWE Shop, make whatever purchase your heart desires. And well, we here at the Vicious Studios receive a small, very small nominal commission, which in turn helps us improve this show to make this place better for you. Also, want to remind everyone, you see this beautiful, oh so beautiful t-shirt that I am wearing right here? Well, you can get one of your own simply by going to whatamanure.net. You go into the Vicious Rant store. We got t-shirts, we got women's tees, we got long sleeves, we got tanks, which are perfect for this summer weather, we got toddler tees, we even got baby onesies, folks. And these are perfect gifts to give to somebody you love, or somebody you may not like, somebody you may hate, and be like, oh yeah, here, you can have this. Or if you have that special shirt that you have a connection with and everyone is trying to make you go and give clothes away to charity, for Goodwill, Salvation Army, whatever, easy enough. Buy a Vicious Rant shirt. Give it to them. That way you can hold on to that particular favorite shirt for even longer. Because I know firsthand, I have that kind of clothing. There are some pieces of clothing that are just so special you can't get rid of. Well, by all means, buy a Vicious Rant shirt, give it to Goodwill, so that way you can hold on to yours. Now that we're done talking about that, let's also take a moment to talk about Worlds Collide. My God, it was so freaking good. I cannot stress that enough. I absolutely loved it. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm not very well educated in modern day lucha libre. The last time I really sat down and watched lucha, and I mean like really sat down, outside of Lucha Underground was when I was like 16, somewhere between 16 and 18-ish. I would watch wrestling on Telemundo. I would watch lucha wrestling on Telemundo. You know? And that was it, really. Because, I was that... Yeah. But this was a great show from top to bottom. I absolutely loved it. It was really great to see. And I think I know for a fact, I am not the only one that thinks the breakout star, nobody expected him to be the breakout star, but Mr. Iguana is hands down the breakout star from Worlds Collide because of the fact he captivated everyone. That's it, plain and simple. And not only that, man, listen. listen. I have seen some stuff from Vikingo, and I will tell you this. You give him some major TV time, and I guarantee he is not just going to be the AAA Mega Champion, he is also going to hold some kind of WWE gold within the next 365 days. Mark this video. If I am wrong, 365 days from now, by all means, play this snippet back to me and I will gladly eat that crow and say, boy, was I wrong on that bet. But if I'm right, man, oh man, am I so gonna love to see that. Because, like I said, Vikingo, definitely see him as a top talent. There's no doubt on that. But with that said, let's get into the show. Money in the Bank, Los Angeles. It starts out with the women's Money in the Bank match. We got Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, Stephanie Vaquer, Giulia, and Rhea, freaking Ripley, all going at it with each other. And the really good, solid, hard hitting at the start. All the girls got a chance to shine. And man, I could not really get over this. I loved it. I thought this was a great opening match. And now at one point on how it kind of played out was the new girls, like Steph, Giulia, and Roxanne, they were on this side. And the veterans, Bliss, Naomi, and Rhea, they were on this side, and then they were all just like, bah! Like the veterans versus the new blood kind of bit. And then it turned into everyone going against everyone. Your typical car crash mayhem, demolition derby type shit happened. And at one point, Rhea literally got buried under a plethora of ladders. Like it looked like somebody tipped over the section of ladders in Home Depot and she was under them. And when she came up, she popped up out of it, and Roxanne, I believe, if memory serves, it was Roxanne, she was eyeing up, Rhea was eyeing her up when she came out, but she looked like something out of a zombie movie just popping out of the grave. Having a stone cold pissed off look on her face, just like, honey, you need to run now. But yeah, this was a great match. And, everyone's been saying it, but I'm not afraid to give somebody their roses. Hats off to Stephanie Vaquer because she pulled off a hell of a work schedule, putting on a 6-woman tag match on Friday. Then Worlds Collide that Saturday. Then that Saturday morning, the day of Money in the Bank, since they were in California, it was in morning time. And then performing later that night, on Saturday night as well. So yeah, she was working hard. Now she wasn't on Monday, but yeah, she definitely earned her rest for Monday night. But this is a damn good match. I thought it was a great opener. Naomi was the one who wound up getting the win, and on how that came to be, it was obviously at one point everyone was fighting to try and get on the ladder, but Naomi, she wound up taking out Rhea, who was also the last woman standing, and then she wound up climbing up to get the briefcase. So kudos to Naomi for winning. Definitely very much so cool. Looking forward to seeing that on how that story plays out. Now, the next match, this match got set up and made via Worlds Collide. Dominik Mysterio defending his Intercontinental Championship against Octagon Jr. from AAA. And what it was a six-man tag match on Worlds Collide. Afterwards, Dominik came out, started throwing punches at the AAA guys, and then got on the mic saying, hey, how about this, Octagon, you want to go and say you're real bad? How about you meet me at Money in the Bank tonight, and I'll even put my Intercontinental Championship on the line. Next thing you know, about 15-20 minutes later, you see Scrap Daddy Adam Pearce going out there saying, it is official. So, as far as this match goes, really good action. I like the fact that this was impromptu, day of announcement. Dominik, he was leading with Octagon. Getting to shine though the whole way through it, and trying to think the right way to say this without it sounding negative, because I don't want it to, and I know it's gonna. It was kind of obvious that Dom was going to win this because Octagon, he's the new guy. Nobody knows who he is. And when I say nobody knows who he is, I'm talking about just the diehard, only watch WWE, knows absolutely nothing about any other kind of wrestling company out there on the planet. Yeah, it's obvious Dom is going to win this, but Octagon, he got a good outing, and I'm really happy for him. I'm happy for all the people that are in AAA that got a chance to shine. And even the ones that didn't, because they're gonna get a chance to. It's just down the road. They got Triple Mania coming up. It's excuse me. It's like what I say all the time with wrestling. It's like with evolution. It's a slow process. It's a matter of when, not if. You gotta take some time and you gotta have some patience. And I know that's difficult for wrestling fans. I know this from first-hand experience being a wrestling fan, folks. But we all need it. Octagon Jr. is gonna shine. I see nothing but great potential for him in the future. Dom wound up getting the win, hitting a 619 with a froggy. So, great match on that. Next up, we got Becky Lynch going against Lyra Valkyria for Lyra's coveted Women's Intercontinental Championship, with the stipulation being if Lyra wins, Becky will never challenge for that championship so long as Lyra has it ever again. However, if Becky wins, Lyra is forced to raise her hand and present her with said championship. So with that said, let's talk about this match. Really good. Now Lyra, she goes right for Becky before the bell rings while they're still doing ring introduction, while Alicia Taylor is doing ring introductions. And Becky, she goes and starts to lead off after Lyra's frontal assault right at the start. Good match. I thought the pacing was good. Both girls really got a chance to shine and go all out on this. And, well, you know, two Irish girls going at it like that. Whoo, doggy. That brings back some fun memories. Yeah, I can't talk about those memories on here, though, unfortunately. Moving forward, though. This is a damn good match. Becky wound up getting the win. She wound up countering a roll-up with a reverse to a roll-up on her own, and they showed that she grabbed a handful of Lyra's tights for it. Now, afterwards, the ref went to go raise Becky's hand. Was like, whoa, what? No. And then the ref went to go give Becky the belt, like, she had the belt, and then went over to Lyra, like, no, come on, raise my hand, come on, raise my hand. Lyra begrudgingly raises Becky's hand, and Becky healing it up. Come on, all around, show everyone. So instead of just facing a hard cam, going all around. Then Becky giving Lyra the title to put around her waist. Put it on me. So she straps it on her, and then after that, wham! Lyra goes and decks her. Following night on Raw, you see Becky come out, and she's talking about on how, oh what? You guys don't give me a "you deserve it" chant? You guys don't give me a "way to go," "congrats," or anything like that? Well, you know what? I don't need your praise. You know why? Because, yeah, I know I deserve it. You know how hard it is to be at my level and still find something new to achieve and accomplish? Now, hard to believe this, but I'm not in the wrong here. Lyra was, because during our match, she wound up what felt like seriously injured my arm. So while she was holding up to her end of our agreement and raising my hand as champion, I asked her nicely to put the championship belt around me. And what did she do afterwards? She then proceeded to go and hit me. And then after all that, then Lyra started to come out and was like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, you look angry. You look angry. What, you going to say something to me? You going to say something? You know, I expected something better from one from my own home city. But, oh, you going to do something? And the more she's saying all this, the meaner and madder Lyra's looking as she's coming down. Until eventually, next year, boom! Sneak attack by Bayley, who shows up out of nowhere. Comes up from behind, proceeds to go and throw a couple slugs at Becky. Sets her up for a rose plant, but Becky tucks tail, Becky tucks tail and run. Easy for me to say. And then Lyra's just looking like, what the fa? Nobody, what? Bayley, what? What are you doing here? Yeah. So, we're going to get Becky and Bayley. Now, this is obviously the case because Becky obviously said that she was the one that took Bayley out at WrestleMania. So, yeah. Now we come to the men's Money in the Bank match. Seth Elizabeth Rollins, because his middle name is not frickin' damn it, going against Penta, going against El Grande Americano, the greatest luchador to hail from the Gulf of America, against Andrade, against Solo Sikoa, going against L.A. Knight. Yeah, dummy. Yeah, let me talk to you about this match. Now, Seth and Solo, really good match. Seth and Solo, they're targeted right at the start. They're both taken out real quick. And then after that, then everyone just goes after everyone. Again, very much so like the women's match. Demolition Derby, car crash kind of mayhem. But honestly, with a multi-person ladder match, what else can you expect? Seriously, because if you can make a scientific wrestling match in a multi-person and it's a ladder match, I'd love to hear it that get laid out. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But either way, this is a good match. I dug the pace. I like the flow of it. Now, at one point, Seth's guys wound up coming out, and then Solo's guys came out, and it was just like seeing them together, seeing them going at it. Was like, I hear money. I hear angels printing money right there. Somebody needs to make this a match. Somebody needs to make this a match sometime soon. But either way, after everyone got taken out, then you see Jacob. He's there. He helps set up a ladder for Solo. Solo then goes to climb up. And as he's going up and climbing up and reach it, you just see Jacob grab Solo's foot. And Solo's just like, what the? Jacob, what are you doing, man? Why are you grabbing me? And then he pulls Solo down. And this is all because of Friday night. You hear Jacob wound up eavesdropping and heard Solo trashing him, talking about on how he's all gas, no brains. He ain't all that bright. He's just good for being a big heavy. All that kind of blah, blah, blah stuff. And then you just hear, Solo! I hate you! And then he proceeds to go and beat the living piss out of Solo. And my God, oh man, that was so good to see. And after that, then it was, again, your whole, everyone trying to go after it. That was going after it. And it came down to the last two men standing to try and get the ladder, or not to get the ladder, to get the briefcase. Again, easy for me to say. Was Seth and L.A. Knight. Give you guys a moment to say yeah. Thank you. And then Seth wound up taking out Knight and then got the briefcase. I was legitimately shocked. I really thought it was going to be LA Knight's time. trying to think the right way to say this. I don't think Knight's getting buried. I don't think he's getting screwed over. What I think is, and this is just me speculating, I think what they're doing here is making us scream into the never-ending abyss that is the internet of push LA Knight, give him a shot, give him this, give him that, blah, 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 kind of stuff. To the point where it cannot be ignored, and then that's when they're going to say, yeah, now we're ready to go and do it for him. So that's what I'm thinking. So now, with that said, now we come to main event match of the night. Cody Russell Reynolds III with his partner, main event Jey Uso Baby, going against Logan Paul and John Cena. And this, nice good start. Jey, he was a punching bag at the start of the match. Cody wound up getting a hot tag in. Everyone wound up going all out in this match. Honestly, I can't say this was a bad show, period. You know, but Worlds Collide did overshadow it. And I talked to some other people at the Main Event Network in the main event in our weekly board meetings, and how I described it was, I looked at it kind of like they were both really great pizzas, right? The difference between the two, Worlds Collide was a stuffed crust with meat lover toppings, and Money in the Bank was still a great pizza, but it was just like plain cheese. No topping, no stuffed crust, no nothing. That's on how I looked at it. Both were really great, just one had some extra fixings on it to make it just a little bit more better. But great match, great show overall. Match came to an end when at one point Cena, he had the title in his hand. He was getting ready to go and use it to go clock Cody with it. Next thing you know, you see a mysterious figure in a hoodie come out, take down Cena, throw a bunch of shots at him, and then takes the hoodie off, and we see R-Truth! R-Truth is back, folks. Yes, it has happened. R-Truth has returned. It is so good to see. After that, Cody scooped him up, hit him with the crossroads for the 1, the 2, the 3, ding, ding, ding. So this is the first loss in the John Cena farewell tour, and I'm not disappointed with it. And before I get into that, I want to go over on how on Monday night, Truth came out through the crowd, took his hood off, said, y'all hollered, y'all made your voices heard, and I am back. Now, people wanted to go and look at me as a joke. People wanted to look at me as a gimmick. R-Truth is not a gimmick. R-Truth is not a clown. But I'm not R-Truth. You guys got the real me now. This is Ron Killings. And then he proceeded to pull out a pair of scissors, cut off his dreads, and then just walked off. So, yeah, I am all for this. Now, as far as the fallout from this goes, Cena came out to start Raw talking about how you guys, I wanted the absolute best. I came here to be challenged for my farewell tour, and I wanted the absolute best, and I didn't even get it. Instead, I got a class clown. I got a comedy act. I got a gimmick, which which was all the stuff Truth was referencing when he spoke his bit. And then he was saying he wanted competition. Next thing over here, out comes Charles Mansouri Punk. He's talking about on how, John, listen. You've changed, man. Now, I've said this before, but we are all spokes on the wheel. And I understand that, and I am comfortable with that. And when I came back to this company, the one thing I said to myself I would not do is go after that right there. I did not want that title. Because that belt made me a different person. That belt turned me into a very, very angry man I did not like. And now now you're doing that. You've become the very thing you always hated. And John, you know, I hate to say this, but you've become quite the monster. And if I have to and so help me, if I have to be a monster to kill a monster, I'm not afraid to. So I will challenge you. And I know for a fact there is some small bit of the real you in there, because at Elimination Chamber, when Seth Rollins curb stomped me, you drugged me back into the middle of the ring, you put the STF on me, and I was fighting to pass out. I heard you yelling, "I'm sorry." So I know a small little bit is then still in there in you, John. So what I'm saying is, I want a shot against you for that. And if you got any balls, you will do it right here tonight. Cena, looking around. You want it tonight. John Cena, CM Punk, one more time for this. No. No, not tonight. Because this kind of shot, this kind of match, deserves the right kind of hype, deserves the right kind of crowd. You can get this at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. Choice is yours. You want it that bad, you'll sign. See you then. And that's the basic gist of it. So, and that right there, that's the pull on the whole Punk having issues with the Saudi Arabia shows bit. And, well, it has been made official. CM Punk is going against John Cena at Saudi Arabia. And, wow, I did not see that one coming. Okay. Well, yeah. So, with that said, folks, that is it for this week's show. So, like on normal, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch some of the other episodes when you can. If you're listening to this on audio, check out the past episodes. Don't forget, Vicious Chat's bi-weekly interview show, Vicious Words of Wisdom, twice a week, comedy shorts that come out on the YouTube page. Also, anywhere on social media you check for Tim Vicious, 99% chance it's me. Don't forget to follow. Thank you to LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship, their contributor to the show. A little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and all have attractive women, and a little bit of nothing. Thank you. Also, don't forget to check out these cool ass cats right here on the Twitter or X or whatever you call it. DSB_IV, the main event _net, the main event wrestling network page. Sergeant Curry Pants, 3 Count Thursday, D Dryer 1986. Folks, like I always tell you, you love me great. You hate me. Shut up and sit down. Fuck yous.